Well, guys, I guess it's starting to happen. A new headline says that Chipotle workers are being replaced by robots in California. This is over the $20 minimum wage. Obviously, somebody figured that because we have the tech, it's easier to just not pay the robots than to have more staff. So I'm curious to know how this really all works out and how it becomes a thing. Benny's gonna break it down for us. Let's check out this video together, guys.
Hey, Benny, this one's for you, you smug, elitist, urbanite lib living in Los Angeles, California, who used to have a job at Disney working on the Acolyte, but that didn't pan out. You think your stupid conservative aunt who lives in Idaho is dumb, and every once in a while you swipe through their Facebook page and you say, "Ah, ha, ha, look at this stupid boomer meme my aunt posted. This is a fast food worker on $12 minimum wage. Got it, auntie? Ha 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 ha." California legislature unions reach a deal for a $15 minimum wage. Meet your new servers. See, it's a robot. This is what your aunt's sharing. Your aunt, your conservative aunt. Her name's Margaret. And she just shared this meme. This is a fast food worker on a $15 minimum wage. Actually, you voted for a $20 minimum wage for fast food workers in California. Your aunt's so dumb. Why would she ever share something so stupid? Ha! Robots are going to take over everything. Ha! So stupid, right? Chipotle has found a clever way to beat California's $20 minimum wage. Robots. Oh. Okay. What's this about? Chipotle has introduced robots that will take over tasks normally done by its worker. The Autocato can peel, stone, and cut avocados from guacamole 26 seconds. Meanwhile, digital make line portions up to salads and bowls based on the orders of the app. Huh? The machines are in part of an automated drive from Chipotle bosses that they hope to cut down on the number of workers that they need, slashing labor costs. So it's no surprise that they are being first put to use to the Mexican chains restaurants in California, the company announced. Recent legislation raised the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 an hour in the state. Controversial wage hike, $4 more than the minimum wage in the state. Any other job was introduced by Gavin Newsom. Oh, man. More than 60 locations. Gavin Newsom at chains with more than 60 locations. Now, chains including Burger King have already ramped up the rollout of digital ordering kiosks in California. It's not like yet clear if the production cost of Chipotle's new machines compares to the human labor, but
once again, this is something that I'm constantly saying, something that I'm saying about everything when it starts to happen. Yes, we vote on it. Yes, let's get these laws passed. Let's get the minimum wage up so these people can actually afford to live. But the problem with it is always going to be companies like Chipotle are always going to fire back. They're always going to find a way not to do that. And it seems like they're trying to find a way, or that they've already found a way to start that conversation, to say that, hey, we're not paying people $20 an hour. We're paying a lump sum to get a robot and pay for a tech that can program this thing so we don't have to pay these people. We cut down on labor. We cut down on price. We get more of the money. Chipotle is cheap anyway. You ever go to Chipotle and they put like 5 beans on there, you say black beans, and like a little scoop of steak?
I mean, listen, the way that this works with technology is there's going to be a large upfront investment, and then it's going to pay for itself.
Right, the lump sum.
It's not yet apparent how many of the items a digital assembly line can make per hour. However, Chipotle argued that using the machines is not just about efficiencies, but also about consistency of the menu items. The company has 3,400 U.S. locations, admitted widespread customer complaints of varying portion sizes between the stores, and that those were valid. So this is their other reason to do it. What do the machines look like? Let's take a look. Meet your new Chipotle.
Oh wow!
Look at this. Okay, so it's gonna get the bowl. I've eaten
rice,
plenty of Chipotle in my life. So here's what it's gonna do. Okay, so it makes the bowl. So you punch in, and then you get the portion size based on AI. There's no audio in this video. You get the portion size based on a machine. So there's no more problems. There's the dude putting in the avocados. processing a case. So it cuts the avocado and it squeezes out the, it's just working there beside the dude who's cutting some chives, and it makes the avocado meat.
Wow.
And he grinds it up, and there's your avocado made.
And then there you go.
That
guacamole.
Probably saves a ton of time.
Tortilla-making robot Chippy is graduating to a real restaurant in October. Chippy will be making tortilla chips at a Fountain Valley, California store. Now, feedback from staff and customers will determine a possible national rollout. And Chippy won't be the only bot in the kitchen. Chipotle is testing AI at 8 California locations that tell staff when to cook based on forecasts of how much of each item the restaurant may need that day. Now, Chipotle's plan for all of these tech innovations is to help staff and customers amid labor shortages.
I think what you're getting here is a real look into the future of fast food here, trying to remove certain tasks of the restaurant that people do not want to do. This was something I think brought to light when we talked to Chipotle CFO Jack Hartung just a couple months ago. Here's what he said.
And really with Chippy, not only can we make it fresh during the day in the morning, which is what we do today, we have the opportunity to make it, make them fresh throughout the day as well. So we're looking to enhance culinary and enhance the experience of our customers, make sure our food, tastes, if anything, as good, if not better.
Ultimately, this might be good for stocks like a Chipotle, eventually like a McDonald's, because it is just going to drive a lot more efficiency. I am all for the perfect chip. Give it to me. I'm willing to pay more for the perfect tortilla.
Isn't that something else, man? Isn't that something else?
It's amazing that we're
here. Your aunt's boomer meme was right all along. Check this out. For the leftists voting and living in California, you're not going to have any more fast food. You're already complaining that In-N-Out Burger is twice the price. You're going to have no more. Nobody's ever going to open a restaurant in California ever again.
I took two things that I love: dancing and dogs.
And really, there's no
successful business.
I want to say there's no point. Hello, ad. I want to say that there's no point, because the way that California is, and for the folks that live in California, when you talk about taxes and how much the cost of living is, it just doesn't make sense. That's why a lot of companies and a lot of these big corporations are moving their headquarters to places like Texas, because you get more land, you get more bang for the buck, and it's just, it makes sense. At the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line. And for these restaurants and for these companies, they're shelling out too much when they could have the same property for a cheaper price. So they get to keep their footprint, and they get to pay less. So then they're just finding ways to cut around things. So
there have been huge brands that have been closing down. South of the border brands, some favorite immigrant-owned Mexican restaurants have shuttered entirely in California. Every single major fast food brand has closed down stores and restricted in California. Some of the biggest McDonald's chains have closed down, and now, for your delicatessen pleasure, the vegan fast food chain, hyped by celebrity Kevin Hart, has closed all locations. Hart House, the vegan fast food chain. Oh, isn't that nice? Vegan.
Vegan fast food chain.
Burgers made out of crickets. Yeah, had closed. 4 Southern California outlets shut their doors for the final time, and they did so pretty much in the dark of night. Look at this. Look at all the effort put in. Make this the Hart House. Look at that. The Hart House. All right. Because eating a bunch of chemical slop that's been fried.
We're going to be talking about that one in the next video, so I'm not going to let this one get through that, because in the next video I do want to talk about Kevin Hart's Hart House and how I never actually got a chance to try it. But yeah, guys, this is just the state of where things are going. I think that we're going to see more people delve into their own ownership, into content creation, which a lot of people have already done, but we're going to start seeing even more people do that, because they've got to find a way. If these companies are going to be mandated to pay a certain amount per hour, and they're going to find ways around it. So we got to find ways to do things on our own. which is business ownership, content creation, drop shipping, whatever it is. You just gotta get out there and hustle. I guess that's the only thing I can really say. What do you think about this? Chipotle workers replaced with robots? Don't forget to leave your comments in the bottom, and we'll talk about this thing next time. See ya.